Greetings, fellow detectives. Wizard Kitten here, bringing you part 17 in our Let's Play of Agatha Christie's Murder on the Orient Express, featuring iconic detective Hercule Poirot. We are on the case of the 13th stab wound on Ratchet. We've solved the main mystery, and now we have this secondary mystery that we're really trying to puzzle out. We've talked to Fauché, we've talked to Michel. We still need to talk to Monsieur Mori and the pastry chef, whose name escapes me at present. But we need to talk to them and hope that they have some useful information for us. Perhaps we can find them cooking. Monsieur Bouc, are you having a pastry? A donut? Rolled donut?
You told Fauché he could go into Venice?
Marghera, actually. Not so far away. It was his only chance to see his sister. He's been working every train for weeks. There is never time to see the new baby.
Enough, Bouc. Your heart does you credit, but your common sense, it...
I know. But it's fine. Isn't it? He did come back.
Oh, it's fine, as you say. Unless he saw the baby, then killed someone else and returned to the train.
But that's monstrous.
Murder is always monstrous, my friend.
And he admits to being in Venice, which is not looking good for him. Let's see. Monsieur Mori. Alright, do we have any gold mustaches that I can see? Not that I can tell. What's this?
Saffron. It must be worth a small fortune.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that much saffron? Oh, that's a lot of saffron.
Good evening, Monsieur Mori. May I have a moment of your time? I have a few questions to ask you.
Of course, as long as you don't mind if dinner is ruined.
I promise to be as brief as possible. What did you do while we were stopped in Venice?
With Freya's help, I loaded fresh produce for the next part of our journey. Then, you may not believe this, but my job requires a lot of physical labor. My back suffers. Fortunately, Jean has become quite adept at separating my vertebrae.
He just lied. Fauché told us he was loading it by himself.
Tell me about your poker game the night of the murder.
We started around 11 p.m. When John finished his shift, we played until around 2 a.m. From what I remember, it's a bit vague.
You played without a break.
Actually, we did break once for a smoke. John, Pierre, and I. When we stopped in Vinkovsky.
When was that?
Around midnight?
As you may know, I have solved the murder of Monsieur Ratchet.
That is a shame.
I beg your pardon?
The bastard sent my steak tartar back, telling John I was to burn it.
I will add it to the list of his crimes. One wound on Monsieur Ratchet's body was struck by a very sharp, thin-bladed knife. We haven't found it yet.
You think one of mine was used?
I'd like to have a look, if you don't mind.
In that drawer.
An impressive set of knives. But their blades are too wide to have been used for the crime.
Even the one on the left? Unless that wasn't a knife. Okay. Well, I'm already suspicious of him because we already have alibis that don't match up. Mustache? Mustache? No mustache. Okay, now where is the pastry chef? Aha. These Michelle's quarters? I don't see anything. Does he have a Sudoku book? Yes, he does. It's a good way to pass the time. this connecting compartment. Oh.
The box is secured by some sort of locking mechanism. The design is formed by 3 commas. What is the word in Japanese?
Is it
Tamoe.
water?
And it's obviously missing a piece.
Like Avatar The Last Airbender water? It looks like the water symbol. I could be absolutely making that up, but that's my guess. Oh, those chocolate cakes look good. And the crisps. This person has good snacks. Are you guys more of a sweet snack person or a salty snack person? Like, are you going for those crisps or are you going for those chocolate cakes? I am absolutely going for the chocolate cakes. I have always enjoyed a sweet snack over a salty one. Okay, so I need to find that water symbol. There she is. I've been looking for you. And I'm also looking for my mustaches. Have you seen any? Always gotta keep an eye out for those too. Ahaha! I knew it.
Another delightful trophy for my collection.
We might find like half of them by the time the game is done, which is actually impressive. I'm impressed by how well the mustaches are hidden.
Good evening, Mademoiselle Nielsen. May I talk to you for a moment?
Of course, Mr. Poirot. I'm not going to bed right away.
Can you tell me your movements while we were stopped in Venice?
That'll be easy. I didn't move much at all. Let's see. I helped Hotaru load all of the food crates aboard the train. Hotaru had everything he needed, but I realized they forgot half of my order. I spent over an hour on the phone with the supplier without success. I had to change the dessert menu for tomorrow.
Can you tell me exactly about your poker game the night of the murder?
We started around 11 p.m. In Vinkovsky, we took a short break. Hotaru and Pierre went outside to smoke. Oh, and Hotaru got sick around a few minutes past 1 a.m. 1:10 a.m. maybe? He spent about 15 minutes in the bathroom, but he didn't want to quit on a losing streak.
Did his luck improve?
No, so we played to around 2 a.m. He lost every hand.
That's a bummer, man.
Dr. Constantine found a stab wound on Ratchet's body that was caused by a much thinner and sharper blade than the others.
Possibly a chef's knife?
My thought precisely.
And you'd like to see my knives?
If you wouldn't mind.
I would gladly show you if I had any, but I don't. I use the regular kitchen knives. You may search if you don't believe me.
I see.
All the knives the staff use are in the kitchen or in the lounge, except...
Except
Hotaru prefers to use his own.
Monsieur Mori doesn't use the kitchen knives?
Not usually. I know he keeps a set of traditional Japanese knives in a box in his room. He doesn't let anyone else use them. Although now that I think of it, he has been using the kitchen knives lately.
Well, that's interesting. I find that very intriguing. Okay, I also need to talk to the Countess, I think. Yeah, interrogate Countess Andrenyi. I have to interrogate her again. Do I have which room she's in? Let's see. Room 205. Okay. Very, very interesting. So, a couple of inconsistencies. Fauché said that Hotaru was loading all of the boxes by himself, but both Hotaru and Miss Nielsen said that they were not, that he wasn't ever loading them by himself, that he wasn't ever alone. He uses his own knives in a special box, despite like showing us the kitchen knives and saying that he used those. We can't get into that box because it's a locked puzzle box. Very interesting things going on here. Countess. Oh, she's like passed out. Great Gatsby's still here. Okay. Any mustaches in here? Anything in the shower? Any? Ah, ha ha! Yeah!
Golden mustache.
We got both of them in this scene. Excellent. That makes me happy.
Doctor, I need to question Countess Andrenyi.
I'm afraid that won't be possible, Mr. Poirot. The Countess had an anxiety attack when we arrived in Venice. She was terrified the police would come for her and her husband, despite how you concluded your investigation. I had to give her a sedative. She has been sleeping since.
You have stayed with her all the time we were in Venice?
Count Andrenyi begged me to watch over her. I have not left this room.
You're the reason she's in this state.
Book voted to absolve you all. I accepted his verdict.
I told her. I tried to reason with her. What she has already suffered, the strain of these last few days, it was too much.
I understand, Count. It's quite all right. I have the answers I came for. I've talked to everyone, but some elements of the testimonies do not seem to correspond. I need to recheck a few things.
Indeed. Check the knives of Mr. Mori. Confront Miss Nielsen. And, yeah, the alibis for the murder. The train staff alibis. Oh, I feel bad for the Countess. Panic attacks are no joke. Okay. Train staff alibis for the murder. 2 elements that give the staff an alibi for the time of the murder. Mr. Michel, Mr. Mori, and Mr. Fauché left the train in Vinkovsky to smoke. Mr. Michel entered Mrs. Hubbard's room at 12:45 to 1:15. Mr. Fauché refrigerated the champagne at 12:55. Miss Nielsen does not smoke. Mr. Mori vomited around 1:10 a.m. Mr. Michel was not watching the hallway from 12:45 to 1:15. Mr. Michel entered Mrs. Hubbard's room, and he wasn't watching the hallway during that time.
Oh, that is
Oh.
not a good answer.
2 elements that give the staff an alibi. I thought that was an alibi. Okay. Michel, Mr. Vori, and Mr. Fauché left the train in Vinkovsky to smoke. Michel entered Miss Hubbard's room at 12:45. Select 2 elements that give the staff an alibi for the time of the murder? I mean, they left the train to smoke. He wasn't. Miss Nielsen does not smoke. Miss Nielsen did not leave the train at Vinkovsky, so she was alone in the crew quarters. Doesn't that give her, like, not an alibi? She was alone. Fauché refrigerated the champagne at 12:55. Michel was not watching the hallway from 12:45 to 1:15. Huh. Michel entered Miss Hubbard's room at 12:45 to 1:15. Fauché refrigerated the champagne at 12:55. Mr. Fauché boarded the train at 12:55 a.m. when Pierre Michel was not watching the corridor. Michel was not watching the hallway from 12:45 to 1:15, and Mori vomited around 1:10. Mr. Mori reboarded the train at 1:10 when Pierre Michel was not watching the corridor.
Any of the 3 staff members had the opportunity to kill Ratchet when Monsieur Michel wasn't watching the hallway.
Right, so they don't
was
have an
easy.
alibi. They don't actually have reliable alibis. Okay, so now we have to go talk to Mr. Mori and Miss Nielsen again about their testimonies, both of which conflicted with Jean's. And Mr. Mori was suspicious about the knives, too. Oh, Book. Just sitting there, watching the snow, enjoying a jelly donut and a cup of coffee. Sounds like a great night. I could go for a jelly donut right about now. Okay, I guess I don't have to talk to him. Okay. Would there be anything in here that would be, like, the... I can't get past him. That would unlock your box? I don't see anything. Unless he has it on his person. What about Miss Nielsen? Maybe I have to talk to her first. Oh! What's this?
A black feather. That reminds me of something.
A raven? A crow? What does the black feather remind me of? I don't know.
Remind me of what you did when the train stopped in Venice.
No problem. I helped Hotaru load all of the food crates aboard the train. Hotaru had everything he needed, but I realized they forgot half of my order. I spent over an hour on the phone with the supplier, without success. I had to change the dessert menu for tomorrow.
I brought in all the food crates with Hotaru. That's the lie. Realized they forgot half my order, spent an hour on the phone with the supplier, had to change the dessert menu. Yeah, this is the lie.
Mademoiselle, I believe you're hiding the truth from me.
What makes you say that?
Testimony of Mr. Fauché.
Monsieur Fauché did not see you helping Monsieur Mori.
He couldn't have. He wasn't there.
Indeed, Monsieur Fauché did not mention seeing Miss Nielsen or Monsieur Mori.
Select the element that proves she is lying.
Monsieur Mori was loading crates of food on the train.
Yes, I helped him. You can ask him yourself.
It's true. Monsieur Mori told me that Miss Nielsen did help him. Michel saw Monsieur Mori carrying the crates of food alone. You weren't on the platform.
I did help Hotaru.
The entire time? He carried so many crates, his back was sore.
Ah, I'm sorry about that. Okay, I'm guilty. I did leave him before we were finished. But I had to. There was no saffron he needed for a recipe. I volunteered to go into Venice and get him some. The Rialto market would be open late because of the carnival. He gave me money. I knew we weren't supposed to leave the train, but I only wanted to help. Mr. Mori can confirm this. Ask him. I saved dinner.
The Rialto Market. That's in Phantom of Venice. That's cool.
Oh, on behalf of my palate, I thank you. How long were you gone?
I left at 9:10 p.m. and was back with the saffron around 11. That's when I called my supplier for the items I was missing.
Miss Nielsen had almost 2 hours to buy the saffron, find a costume, kill Monsieur Wadi, elude Detective Locke, and make it back to the train for that phone call. Yes, it's possible that was enough time. Thank you, Mademoiselle Nielsen. That is all for now.
Sorry again, Mr. Poirot. I hope you enjoyed tonight's dessert.
I'm sure I will. Okay. So she could have done it. Jean could have done it. Now we need to see if Mori could have done it. We need to get into that box. There's the saffron. Huh. Okay, clearly I have to get into the box first, and then I can talk to him some more. Don't have to look at the saffron. Is there something in his room? Like maybe is the piece hidden? And what about the black feather? This is Michelle's room. Oh. Could I not look at this before? Oh my gosh, this is just like the puzzle box in Shadow at the water's edge.
It's still locked. I need to move the parts on the side.
Interesting. Okay.
It's still locked. I need to move the parts on the side.
Let's see. Oh, on all of the sides? It says, like, light. So I can move all of the pieces? Oh. Do I have to have all of them over? Okay. And then the flower? Oh. This has to be able to go this way, and this top piece has to be able to go to the right. But currently, it's blocked from doing so, which means these all need to be... I'm trying not to move that piece. I'm trying to move this, so then I can move this piece that way. So then I can move all of these pieces over. No, not back. And then move this piece. Oh my gosh. This piece this way. This way. Then this piece needs to go that way. So how do I manage that? Let's see here. Okay. So now I need all of these pieces to go back that way. Yeah, like that. So then I can move that. Do I have to be able to move these pieces? Aha! Aha! We did it.
An object that looks like a broken comma. It must be part of something else.
Knife box, knife box. We can unlock the knife box. Sharp and narrow.
Colteria Venezia.
A knife shop from Venice. Do they all have that?
Sushi knives. Razor sharp.
One of the knives is from Venice, and the others are all from Japan.
Sushi knives. Razor sharp.
Oh, snap. Picking up some knives in Venice,
Sushi
are we?
Knives. Razor sharp.
Very suspicious.
Sushi knives. Razor sharp.
Okay, but this one is from Venice. Oh, I've got him. Oh, I've got him. I've got you now, Mr. Mori.
I'm sorry, Monsieur Mori, but haven't you forgotten something? You haven't told me about the knives hidden in your room.
Ha! Yes, indeed. I forgot to tell you about those. They are my personal knives. I only use these knives. There are none better. I bought them all in Japan. no one is allowed to touch them except me.
You didn't buy all of them in Japan. Now, did you? You bought one of them in Venice.
I'm afraid you are better at sushi than lying.
What? What do you mean?
Cotteria Venezia ring any bells?
One of the knives has an inscription, Coltelleria Venezia. Did you happen to go shopping tonight, monsieur?
Damn you, Poirot. Very well. One of my sushi knives has been missing since the night of the murder. I thought you were going to believe I killed Ratchet. He routinely sent back my dishes to be ruined. Why does God give rich people the money to afford the best cuisine, but not the palate to appreciate it? I panicked. I know a very good store in Venice. I went to buy a knife to replace the one that had gone missing. So,
Wielding the
I
knife.
will not be accused. I assure you that I had nothing to do with any murders.
I would have an easier time believing you, monsieur, if you put that knife down.
Oh, yes, of course. Sorry.
What time did you leave on your little shopping trip?
I left around 9:30 p.m. I was back a little after 11:15 p.m.
Time enough to stab Monsieur Wadi and return. Very well, Monsieur Mori. That's all for now. If I have another question...
I'll be right here, cooking.
So he says someone stole his knife, and he went to replace it. He could be telling the truth. But basically, none of them now have an alibi for their time in Venice. Who doesn't have an alibi for the murder of Mr. Wadi? 3 of them.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Only the Countess is acquitted. Report to Detective Locke. Yeah, what compartment is she in again? Room 105. Okay. Gotta update her on her progress. Which, honestly, isn't like that much progress, because I'm pretty sure the Countess wouldn't have, like, done it anyway. When she was, like, part of the original plan, it would have been weird for her to be involved in the 13th stab and not tell anybody. Like, that'd just be kind of weird. So we kind of knew it had to be one of the staff. And we already knew Michelle was part of the original 12, so... Alright. 105. It's cool how there's actually, like, scenery outside and everything. Cows! Impressive.
What have you been doing, Poirot? I am completely in the dark.
I will shine some light on the situation, my friend. I have 3 new suspects who could have killed Ratchet and Monsieur Wadi. Miss Nielsen, Monsieur Fauché, and Monsieur Mori. They all had periods of time during both murders to commit the deed, and their alibis are weak. A visit to family, and not 1, but 2 shopping trips.
But... all are my employees.
Alas, yes, my dear book. But we have no proof against any of them. None of the 3 appears to have any motive whatsoever.
But this is a tragedy.
Do not give up hope. We will catch this murderer. There is still one place that may hold the evidence we need.
Geneva.
Exact.
Do not give up hope? Well, that's easy for you to say. But what if it's Freya? What becomes of dessert? If it's not who will cook? Me? And the worst, if it's Jean, who will serve the drinks?
Book has his priorities straight.
I had to confirm my identity for Interpol. so they contacted my captain at the Berkshire Police.
I suspect he was not pleased.
That my vacation was actually an unofficial investigation? I'll say.
I would be happy to speak to him on your behalf.
Thank you, but he'll get over it. It's a chance to close the books on the Armstrong kidnapping. He stopped yelling, asked for a report, then granted me an extra week.
Excellent. What did you learn from Interpol about the Banque du Lac?
It's had a bad reputation for over a century. Customers have included the mafia, Nazis, corporate swindlers of every description, even heads of state.
It is true, this. It is the worst-kept secret in banking. They take advantage of the bank's strict policy of protecting the anonymity of its clients. This is in defiance of many laws from multiple countries, including Switzerland itself. Of course, I have never taken advantage of such a corrupt system.
That goes without saying, my friend.
There are ongoing investigations, subpoenas, court orders. The bank will eventually have to comply, or its assets may be seized. But until then, it still thrives, thanks to its wealthy and powerful clients.
It sounds perfect for the late Monsieur Ratchet. Do you have any ideas?
The serial numbers from some of the bills match those from the Armstrong kidnapping. We agreed in Venice that the bulk of the money must still be physically in the bank's vault.
I concur, Detective Locke. Exemplary work. So, our next task is clear. We need to get into Ratchet's safety deposit box.
There'll be codes, passwords.
And Monsieur Wadi would, of course, have known them all. The bag of money he carried is proof of that.
We'll need to find information about Ratchet's box in Wadi's office at the bank.
Most assuredly, but remember the secrecy involved. I doubt his office will contain all we need. Where else must we dig?
Where can I find information on Ratchet's safety deposit box? The internet! Ratchet's diary, ask McQueen, Mr. Wadi's apartment? His diary, perhaps?
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Ask
There
Mr.
was nothing
McQueen?
helpful in Ratchet's diary.
Yeah, I thought maybe I missed something.
No, not good. Mr. McQueen was clueless about Ratchet's private business, especially with Aziz Wadi.
We have to go to his apartment?
That was easy.
Wow, I didn't think we'd get another location.
Mr. Wadi couldn't keep all of his secrets at the bank. Hopefully we'll find something in his apartment. We already have his address thanks to his passport, and his keys we retrieved from his body.
The train stops in Lausanne at 8 a.m. But that's far from Geneva. I can delay the departure until 11 a.m. No later. The police are expecting us in Paris by the end of the afternoon at the latest. They won't tolerate any delay.
The bank doesn't open until 9. I can see only one way that gives us a chance to be on time.
Split up? Oh, how to go to Geneva?
Ferries travel between Lausanne and Geneva, but it would take over 3 hours. We can't depend on finding a faster boat. Better to take a taxi and pray traffic is light.
Okay. How to search the apartment and the office efficiently? Separately.
The best thing is to separate. One of us searches his apartment, the other searches his office. To access the safety deposit box, we need to find the key, the box number, and the passcode.
Suppose you find all this. How do you plan to get into the vault?
Impersonate Ratchet or search warrant? Impersonate Ratchet, I guess.
We are going to use the bank's anonymity policy to our advantage.
And the quickest way is for you to impersonate Ratchet.
I would rather impersonate Jack the Ripper, but in the interest of justice, I will do it.
We need to find the account number.
Along with everything else.
I will say I want access to the vault. They don't ask for papers or even names. The vault information is enough.
I'm not hearing any of this. I run a train company. I don't rob banks.
Perfect. Let's recap the plan.
I don't rob banks. I mean, neither do we, but... Put the steps of the plan in the right order. Find information about Ratchet's safe. Go to Geneva by taxi. Meet up at the bank. Search Mr. Wadi's office and apartment. Pretend to be Ratchet. Search Ratchet's safety deposit box. Separate. Okay. Find information about Ratchet's safe. Go to Geneva by taxi. Separate. Search Mr. Wadi's office and apartment. Pretend to be Ratchet. Search Ratchet's safety deposit box. Meet up at the bank.
I must admit I'm not right this time.
Yeah, something about the order. Go to pretend to be Ratchet. Search the office and apartment.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
Okay. Find information about Ratchet's safe. Pretend to be Ratchet. Go to Geneva by taxi. Separate. Search Mr. Wadi's office and apartment. That's what Joanna's gonna do, so it has to be after separate. Search Ratchet's safety deposit box and then meet up at the bank. Go to Geneva by taxi. Find information about Ratchet's safe. Search Mr. Wadi's office and apartment. Find information about Ratchet's safe. Pretend to be Ratchet. Search the safety deposit box. Meet up at the bank.
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
Pretend to be Ratchet earlier, maybe? Pretend to be Ratchet.
No, not good.
But I feel like you could do multiple of these things at different times. I think I would need a hint. Space to reveal a hint. Find the information to open the safety deposit box before pretending to be Ratchet. Find the information before pretending to be Ratchet. Okay, we're gonna go to Geneva by taxi. Then we're gonna separate. We're gonna search Mr. Wadi's office. Find information about the safe. Pretend to be Ratchet. Didn't I have this already?
This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
And then return. I might need another hint. Confused on this one. We must separate before searching Mr. Wadi's office and apartment. Well, obviously. In Geneva, we're going to split up to search Mr. Wadi's apartment and the bank. Find the needed information in each place, pretend to be Ratchet, and search the safety deposit box. Split up to search Mr. Wadi's apartment and the bank. In Geneva, we're going to split up to search Mr. Wadi's office and apartment and the bank. Find the needed information in each place. Pretend to be Ratchet and search the safety deposit box. So this?
No, not good.
We're going to Geneva. We'll separate. We are going to need to split up to search Mr. Wadi's apartment and the bank. Find the information we need. Pretend to be Ratchet and search the safety deposit box. So what am I missing? Meet up at the bank? Is that what we do before we separate?
I do not think that's the right answer.
Separate. Search Mr. Wadi's office and apartment. Oh, we meet up at the bank and then pretend to be Ratchet? Okay. Alright, sure. Whatever. Whatever you want,
To
game.
sum up, we're going by taxi to Geneva. Then we'll split up. You're going to search Mr. Wadi's apartment. I'll search the office at the bank. When we have all the information we need, you pretend to be Ratchet, and we can finally find out what Ratchet is keeping hidden in his safety deposit box.
It sounds impossible.
Not for Detective Joanna Locke and Hercule Poirot.
We should get some rest.
You are right, Detective. We face our greatest challenge tomorrow. Together.
Final questions. Finish chapter 10. Alright, off to Switzerland. Banque de Lac.
9 o'clock. Our driver did well. It took barely an hour to get here from Lausanne.
But we must conclude our business in 1 hour as well. Book can only hold the train until 11 o'clock.
1 hour to find the key of Ratchet's safety deposit box, the box number, and its passcode. A lot to ask.
Indeed. which is why we must split our forces. I will take the cab to Monsieur Wadi's address. You must search his office.
I have you on speed dial. And thank you, Mr. Poirot.
For what, mademoiselle?
For trusting me.
With a twirl of our mustache, we go. Nice bank. Quiet. All right, and we will start our time at the bank in our next episode. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. If you enjoyed this part, please feel free to hit that like button, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more future Wizard Kitten content. Thank you so much for watching, fellow detectives. I will see you soon.